Blessings and salutations, wonderful Taurus and the cross watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot, and it's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but how many of you, I truly appreciate your view. If this happens to be a message for you, can you like the video? Comment below if you choose to, and definitely subscribe if you haven't, and if you did, thank you kindly for doing what you did. Either way, Taurus, this is a read collectively for October 22nd to October 31st. Now when it's collective, it's and it's general because I don't do personals at this time. I might say you when it's them. I might say she when it's him. It may not even be a story at all, so don't force the read, please. Also know that I'll say the astrology sign, whether you care, but some of you do. And I say them because I love astrology and also because I do the read according to the zodiac sign. Either way, thank you for my whole spiel. I'm going to get to your read, but in the pre-shuffle, I had to do a whole nother read, Taurus, because the first one, it was so difficult. It was like, it was hard to read because sometimes when things is figuring its way out and don't have a definitive route, it's really hard to see where it's going. But even when it comes to reads, it's like a story to me. Excuse me, Hood NYC, you want to hear garbage trucks, sirens, arguments. Inside my apartment, you're going to hear all types of things too, because I don't live alone. But this Hood NYC and this tightness of the proximities, just know I'm in my zen when I do these reads, okay? And I appreciate you even trusting to come through to see if this is for you. Alrighty, so in the pre-shuffle I did for the read before, it doesn't even matter because I couldn't even explain it again because, again, it was like Jeopardy, okay? This here that came more, this one that came out more clear for this message was showing that someone want to try again with their guard down this time. Some unfinished business. They want to try to see if they could do this without the defenses up. And that's not sure if it's you or them. I'm just telling you what I've seen in that pre-shuffle. Let's say a prayer. We're going to do this again using other decks and see what we get. Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Taurus. Amen. Okay. Let's see what we have for Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Oopsies. Okay. King of Cups on the show. And I do feel like even down to the King of Cups being to the side, because I don't know if it was up or down, but it did look that when it's to the side, it's in transition going from one place to another. And it does feel like for some, it felt this guarded energy. Now it's coming to this place of like, okay, you're not my enemy. We could try this differently. Like this, let's try it this way when I'm in a better place. Okay, let's see. For Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Highest good to Taurus, please. Oopsies. Please show me what I need to see. For the highest good of Taurus, please show me what I need to see. October 22nd to October 31st, please. Sugar honey iced tea. Okay. All right. Here go the Ten of Swords here. Now, me personally, if this is what you're going through right now, or somebody around you is feeling like this end is here, this Ten of Swords is last time going there, and that's what some of you currently feel, it's different chapters of the book. And everybody's not on the same page. But what I do see here is that if someone's in this energy of that something has end, I still say that Wheel of Fortune come out twice to where something was undone. Like something had to be like was unfinished. It might And it looks like even when coming back to this ending, even whether it's you or them, it's coming from an energy of not being so guarded. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, we got some cards here. We have a few of them. I wanted to be seen. Okay, what I see here with this Knight of Cups in reverse, this is not, when it's like this, like, oh, I'm sorry, here's an offer of love. So you know what it means when it's like this is like not so much. This ending or something, somebody's feeling like even they're done, maybe it's more or less in this feeling where even if there's something else to address, it's not at this time. Yeah. Even if you feel like it's not completely done for now, you just, yeah. It's not the way somebody can really discuss it. It feels like it's still too, some like sour feelings there. Now, the challenge in the past was this Ace of Cups with the Tower. The love, OMG, the abundance of it, but there's work that had to be done, and the shock came in that somebody was not. Yeah, I see this being a repeating itself a little bit. It looked like the challenge in the past had to do with a lot of love and work to be done to get it going to where it was supposed to be at its full potential, as I would say. But the shock came with the Tower is like, with all this love, something seemed was affecting the structure of which I was, like your foundation, which you was building. Because currently, it shows that, yeah, you're taking the burden off of you by pulling back and not giving into this anymore. And that's just starting to repeat from the last story. Somebody's feeling like they have to end this because someone was not doing a part in this connection. Someone was feeling like they didn't. It was alright. They was alright with everything being all on you. The Magician in reverse, showing how things is not manifesting in the place from the highest. When you manifesting upright, you're feeling good, you're looking good. It's more of gratitude and for the lessons in life that you learned, that you could use all your skills to make things happen effortlessly. But when it's in reverse with the Ace of Swords, it's because for some of you, you're not in that place to make those moves, as you can see from right here in the Knight of Cups in reverse. Even with this Ace of Swords in reverse here as well. It's like, yeah, it's just like right now, for some of you are in a funk. Even if things is undone right now, you're just not in this position to care to go there. Yes, it looks like that. Bottom of the deck. Oh, I didn't even see that. Maybe y'all did. The Ace of Wands is in reverse here. The thrill is gone, but see, the Eight of Cups is right there in reverse as the return. There's a return. It's just like, it's just hard. They're being difficult. The fact that it shows the Three of Pentacles is in reverse to where they're not, like it's not working together right now. The collaboration is not good for the Ten of Pentacles to look like it's stable. Now, mind you, in the pre-shuffle, I seen the Hierophant, which is you. Let's put this here so it can hopefully sit here in the read inside of the, on a pick. But I kid you not, this right here is showing, this is you, Taurus. This is your energy to where you are still committed. You're just trying to recover. I don't even really think this about you checking out other options with other people, because I think even if that was the case, in the past, that's not what I see right now. I see you more or less trying to focus on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Let me be sure here. I definitely see where it just, the fact that they was not investing and putting the work in, and it's more or less you felt you had to pull back because it was too much. I see that clearly here. See, that's unfinished because of that. I see you're still committed, but I see it's not working, so you don't no longer, like, you don't see the investment as you used to, as the future being so stable and strong. But I do see somebody from the past that sparks some onesie energy, either for you or them. I don't know if it's somebody from the past, when I see that Three of Cups in reverse, that caused this. And I'm not going to say they caused this, but if this was the elephant in the room that caused this boom in this tower, and some of you want to see if that, or if they coming back around, whether you or them is coming to look to see if it could be. I don't know, it's a lot going on here. This is why this read became so difficult in the first place, because I kid you not, it's like, I don't know where this is going. It's going all these loops and twists and turns. I see Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, and you, Taurus, you. All right, let's see what else we have here. Hopefully it gets easier to read and we could get to see something, it start to make sense for someone. Let's see. Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Please show me what I need to see for Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Please show me what I need to see. Taurus, highest good. Yeah. I keep seeing this Eight of Cups with the Scorpio. I'm like, what's going? I gotta see for Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Anything flipped here? Nope. All right, the giving tree. The giving tree. They'll take it to you, just a stump. With the Nine of Swords, losing sleep, self-doubt. Yeah, all the love you give, they was take it. Yeah. A stalker, borderline obsessive. Capricorn energy here as well. That's Aquarius energy on this card too. But this is Capricorn on the stalker, borderline obsessive, to the point for some of you when you had to take the burden off of you, because some of you was doing too much, meaning they wasn't giving up. They wasn't doing their shit. You was doing enough for both of y'all and then some. And it's like, wow. Wow. I don't know if some of you have somebody stalking. Hopefully not, but that is an obsessive behavior. Okay. Yeah, somebody wasn't doing their shit when it came up to this Ten of Pentacles. They wasn't giving. Yep. Somebody finds like nostalgia, Six of Cups. So even with this, what you was manifesting wasn't going the way you thought, as far as it wasn't feeling good. It wasn't feeling like, it's like you was going above and beyond to make things feel comfortable. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse, please. Oh, Seven of Swords. September. I feel like that card didn't come. But look, I want to say I feel like that in card didn't come. One thing about the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords came out with it, was like somebody was deceptive, and I put that card back like, who am I to do that? Let's see what we have for the Ace of Swords. Besides that deception, who is this deception? Who? Oh. So what I see is that the deception is not balanced. It's not equal. It's not zen. Get some healing. Yeah, some healing here. And I don't even seeing it done by like, a professional. I seen this healing being done like naturally. I don't know, getting maybe even down to I see some emotions trying to heal. Here it is, Taurus. This is here's your chakra, your root chakra. You stand strong, rooted in who you are. But I see like even with this Nine of Wands, it's this you want to protect your assets, but it's been spreading you so thin, and you know it. Somebody been really thinking they was this Mr. Pimpin' or Miss Bappy that they didn't, could just sit there and just receive, gimme, gimme, gimme. And some of you, not all, but really felt like even with their flaws that whether you or them, that it was like it could be done together. But even with that Belle, Beauty and the Beast, it's really more on the Beast to make sure they do what they need to do before that last rose petal falls. Yeah, they go to Three of Swords. Alrighties, let's see. What else do we have here for you? Taurus, please. Let's see. Taurus, please. Please show me I need to see for Taurus. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022 for Taurus. High is good. Show me I need to see for Taurus, please. Goodness gracious. Holy shebangas. And I mean, 6 cards for our major arcanas. But what I see with this Queen of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck is that you are not really feeling diplomatic or, cool, calm, and collected. It's more or less like somebody gave a lot of love and stability very freely, like very generously. Okay, in the past, which was a challenge because they didn't give into the foundation that you was building. Some of you was losing sleep because of the fact that this shock, this realization was justice. To see basically my favorite line, the forest from the tree, the bigger picture. And it's more or less showing that a lot was really on you, and this person was really, and some of it was because you wanted to be done right. Some of you was overly obsessing about it being done a certain way. Even when it's showing that certain things, even in the return, it shows like for some way it should have ended, but coming back, obsessing, it seemed like over it being done right. And even down to that, where I see this non-giving energy, and it's like this they not giving into this financial freedom and the choices, they're not giving into it. It's clarified with the devil. Upright, hand out. Do y'all want to see his hand out? Capricorn energy, like gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah. And more or less it's looking at, it's showing that even though this was not anywhere with the fantasy, not just the fantasy because you put in work for it to be a reality. And as much as you've seen the past and the comfortability and nostalgia of it and the comfortness, it's just like this was a choice that you truly felt this was who you want to be with. This is the person. But when you've seen that clearly, when you see the truth is, it's basically saying what's not coming to you is this balance, equal zen feeling, so you don't feel comfortable about this past. It don't feel like all good and wishing well type of energy. It's like a strong decision just to like focus just on you and your coin. Like if you've been just taking care of everything but them without them giving in, it had to take a toll on your investment. So now it's looking like more or less you more focused on your coin. Yeah. See Pisces energy too. I see if you're tied to somebody who don't take accountability, that you're not trying to appease them anymore anyway, or ignore or look the other way when they say or do some entitledly if they do something that make you, like usually something you overlook, you're not doing that anymore. I'll just say that. You're not overlooking what they do anymore. Like, what is also showing too is that you still do truly love them. And even the fact of them loving you too is still just too much deception. And it's truly, for you, I see, is a whole lot of options. A whole lot of options. Okay, but I see too that you want them, for some of you. I'm not saying all of you, I'm just saying for this collective, like right now, you just don't, they peed you off, but it doesn't look like it's like forever. It just looks like right now, or they might think it's forever, but right now it just looks like, yeah, you're just done with appeasing any of their delusions. Is how Let's see advice and outcome. Okay, so Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Libra here. Okay, but everybody's here. I just want to make that super clear. Everybody's here, Taurus. Advice and outcome, please, for Taurus, please. Advice and outcome for Taurus, highest good. Advice and outcome for Taurus, please. Advice and outcome, October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. October 22nd, October 31st, 2022. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Advice and outcome for Taurus, please. But then I say it's unfinished business. I mean, it's not working, but somebody want to see one more again or two more again. I don't know. Holy shebangas. Okay. See the Queen of Cups with the Empress here. It's like, it seems to me like when the return, even though it's not really expecting it to work. It's more or less you're more at a better place to where you're looking at yourself and your cup and you being enough. Like, not saying you have enough for the both of them, with this Empress being so abundant in every way, Libra, Taurus energy. This is not, it's just saying this is you evolving to this pain, helping you grow to see that it's not for you taking on all these responsibilities. It's just looking like you just basically, I'm going to say it like this. Basically, you're seeing that the devil ain't got nothing on you. Meaning that whatever they threw at you, now you at this place where your foot is on their neck. It's like, it's no more or less to where they can't fade you in the way that they did before. It's like, okay, you realize what they did, you coming back with the understanding of how they work, but they not understanding that you came back with a different level. Ooh, okay, okay. Healing from that heartbreak. Here goes Tower. I gotta get a clarification on this. Because you got it twice. You got it in the past challenge and now in the future, like, boom. And it's not like, to me, the towers be good things. They're not just, they're letting you know, only reason why it's bad, because who really likes surprises that's not like guaranteed good? You know, some surprises is like you appreciate later on because they be like rejection is protection. But at the time, you just feel like the impact of the rejection. Let's see here. This chariot in reverse. Yeah, you don't see it being where they are on. Like, you're not coming back under this understanding that they're going to be able to do what you do and move how you move, and y'all just going to agree. You're coming in as far as understanding, like, the silver clouds. The dark clouds have their silver lining. You're not communicating about what your goals and your plans is. It's more or less you still see them as family. Even with the secrets that they hold, it's still an untold story that they don't even know. That's a secret to them and you, because the Most High is just letting us know it's beautiful things ahead. Once we open our heart to it, and it just looked like you did, from evolving to this Queen of Cups to this Empress energy, just honestly to see that what they can't do is not stopping you. And what you can do is not just to help them do nothing. It's like what you can do is that's for you, and they got to find their way. You know, let's get some more clarification. Okay, let's see. I see Libra and Taurus here, Aries, Scorpio, and these hit the floor too. World in reverse. Oh, isn't this? Now, let me just say this, wonderful Taurus. I do not believe in coincidence. So, I want to let you know, the two cards that hit the floor face up from my other deck that I used in the pre-shuffle. Let me put it here. See this right here? This is the World in the Hierophant. That's you. The World in reverse with the Hierophant, Taurus energy. It's basically saying there was doubt on this commitment. There was a lot of doubt on, but it's also feeling like it's unrequited, like something is unfinished. It has to be addressed again, something. And it shows with this return, like I said, it shows that you really evolved from healing. But this tower here, I think that's the shock there. That this is probably what is needed too to get this Six of Cups back upright again, to where it start to feel more that comfortability again. Like, oh, this is a safe place for us. Okay, let's see. Taurus, please. Taurus, please. October 22nd to October 31st, 2022. Clarification on this advice and outcome, please. Clarification on advice and outcome. Taurus. Please show me to see. Eyes got a Taurus, please. It landed right. It landed right on the tower. You know what? This is what it was. The accountability. Y'all bid, y'all. You know what? Y'all just like honestly, the accountability come from like bearing your soul, like to the point of saying it is what it is. You're not trying to hide and deny and lie, and you're not even being guilt ridden. It's more or less like saying it, freeing yourself, and taking accountability to take it, to understand that you're like lessons are your lesson and your blessings are your blessings, and it's more or less showing that you'll get more when you open yourself to receive more, and it's showing that when it's returned, it was a decision to come together. Ooh, my word! Look what I dropped. I cannot make. That's the Hierophant again. That's the Hierophant again. But it's showing them like that tower where you was in your head with the self-doubt and why things wasn't working because there was some contempt. It was some resentment. Okay? Then it had to do with that third party. Now what I'm showing with you is like taking up this burden because of this obsessive energy of this trying to come together without really focusing on yourself. And it seemed like once you start really looking at your cup of love and focus on taking care of the thing, treating yourself good, being kind to yourself, the world opened up. It's like your perspective changed in many ways. And I'm not saying it happened overnight, but you really said, look, I'm not going to keep giving to something that's not giving me. I also got to realize that I've been really tied to some toxicity and I need to evolve and grow, because honestly, for somebody in this Taurus energy of abundance and Empress energy, it was like somebody was taking too much time or felt like they spent enough time in this inconsistency, in this imbalance. It was like, okay, and this toxicity. It was like, no, this is no place for an Empress. So that's why the manifestation wasn't going the way it was supposed to, all the good intentions. But it looks like even with the healing coming from this heartbreak, it feels like for some of you, you feel like stuck, like again with that unrequited, like you have to make it right by honestly, if you expect honesty from them or wanting them to come be giving you all of them, you want to come be the same way. So you feel like, okay, you was, for some of you, saying that they're not putting in work, but for some of you, you like, well, let me at least show another part of me to let them know that we are a true team. Because there's an uncomfortability and an untrustworthy, it's like, don't trust that this is something that y'all can feel safe in, or it's just more or less, not saying it's like a danger place. You just feel like somebody feel like their feelings won't be taken seriously, or somebody feel like they are. It's just the perception of the past had changed, so the shock comes in to where this other strategy, this victory you get is another strategy that you use, and I believe it's becoming into this, evolving into this Empress energy. I think from just instead of looking at it as far as somebody taking you for granted, is more or less not looking at it that way. It's more or less seeing it. Certain people did certain things from the pain they was in. Doesn't mean that's giving them a pass. It's just letting them know that you're past that. And if you want to build again, it can happen because there's love there. It just was people was having, some emotional pain and hurt, and that's why things wasn't coming together. But more or less holding on for a reason, and to really get to this place where you want to be to rehash it, it looked like it's a strong possibility that it can come back together again. Like I said, it doesn't all happen in a week, but it comes to this understanding, maybe during this week, that these things have to be done. These are the steps that you have to take to get to that outcome, and you can't skip none. That's all I think. That's all I see for this week. You can let me know, Taurus, if you choose to. But either way, I thank you for staying for this week. Till next time, love and light.